Hello. Happy New Year. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Happy New Year on March is insane. But this is my first video for the year, so I feel like I can say that. Yeah, it's embarrassing at this point how with every intro I would have to mention about how, oh, life's been busy. Bro, so is everyone's life. I will try to find time and still be consistent as I kind of used to. I have so much life update that I want to tell you guys, but at the same time, I kind of want to stick to just the focus of this video. And then maybe in my next video, I will do like a much more personalized video. A quick life update I would like to give you guys is, drum rolls, I've got a pet. I've shown you guys on Instagram, yeah. And it's a rabbit, which is still nameless, by the way. Without further ado, let me introduce you guys to Nameless. Let me get her real quick.
A few moments later.
You have to come for the video.
One eternity later.
She's here, guys. I don't know if you guys could see properly. Should I keep her with me for the video? I don't want her to jump off and die. So I mentioned on my Instagram that you guys should submit any situation that you've had with a friend or family member that you would want to, know whether if you're in the right or in the wrong. You guys submitted some, and I would like to go through some of them, even though even though some of you kind of made the story a bit longer than I expected. And I mentioned that you guys should provide a title, so it will make it easier for us to get the general idea before getting into it directly. But then, yeah, regardless, let's get into it. What if she jumps off, because it seems like that's what she wants to do right now. Yeah. I want to place her on the table so you guys get to experience her even more, but should we return her to the cage? Okay, let's see. Could you see the scratches on my biceps? I just wanted an excuse to flex. No! Okay, let's get into it. Let's start with the first one. Lol, is this anonymous? I don't know. If you can see my name, hi. And yeah, it's anonymous, I can't see your name. So what happened was, myself and a girl started talking on Instagram. Okay, maybe not talking, but reacting to story or just replying to stories, whatever. So someday she reached out saying, oh my gosh, she's in my city, we should totally meet. She's a content creator and so was I at the time, so we clicked on that. But for me, content creation is not a serious affair. I just do it because I can and because why not? And for her, she's pretty serious about it, to be honest. She's got notes and guidelines and plan of what to post and on what day. So it was pretty organized stuff. Anyway, we met up and talked, got to know each other and all, but at the end of the day, I realized I'm really not interested in a friendship with her. Okay, it was cool seeing her and all, but that's about it. And on the contrary, I'm not looking for a friend. So after like a week of meeting, she wanted to hang out again. But in my mind, she's already out of the picture of my life. Okay, I don't know why I find this so funny, okay? So I lied and said I traveled. And she said it's fine, when I get back, I should let her know. So after a few weeks more, I didn't reach out. She tried talking to Misha, just a casual hi, hello, but I wasn't replying. I've basically ghosted her. Until today, I haven't responded. So after a while, she just unfollowed me. Honestly, she's so real for that. And honestly, I feel nothing towards the situation. For me, it's great she took the decision of unfollowing me and never talking to me. Sha, what I wanted to know is, was it that bad? Should I have handled the situation differently? Am I the bad person? And that's where I come in to judge. I feel like this is a situation that I've probably gotten myself into, something similar. Maybe ghosting wasn't really the nice thing to do. Maybe you could have just tried to, in my opinion, try to maintain an online friendship instead of one that you would have to hang out in person. Yeah, or maybe you could just make the person into like a casual friend or not someone that you do things on a regular. I don't know, that's just me. And yeah, for my final take, no, I don't think you're a bad person. It's just that you guys are not compatible, and that's okay. Maybe I would say you should have had a different approach. Maybe by just being more straightforward and telling the person that, you know what, I'm actually not in the space right now to, hang out because life's been busy and all that. Yeah, but other than that, I don't think you're a bad person. So is your friend. Nobody is a bad person in this situation. Just that both of you could have
handled the situation differently. I feel like what the friend actually did made a decision by unfollowing you, and which I think is a bit too much.
And the friend also should have gotten the hint from you avoiding and not responding. Other than that, I don't think you're the bad person. Now, on to the second one. I met this lady last July through my cousin. My sister had known her for years, but that was the first time meeting her and we just instantly clicked. She started as a client, but we got so close that she felt more like a friend. We hung out a lot and I filmed her events regularly. At some point, she even started telling me really personal things about her marriage, things she probably wouldn't tell just anyone. She said she trusted me because she knew I wouldn't judge. But it came to payments. She suggested that she pay me after every 10 events instead of per event. I was cool with it. By September, I had finished the first 10 events and she spread the payment out 40% in September, 30% in October, 30% in November. The first payment took a few reminders, but the second one came on its own. By then, we had already started working on more videos, about 8 more, and she still hadn't completed the first payment. So on December 19th, I sent her a message. Hey cousin, I was wondering if I could get the balance for our first list. I'm a bit low on funds. She replied, your balance has to wait till the 23rd. Okay. I changed my phone yesterday and my current limit is 20,000 naira, which was fair, but the tone felt off, right? That's not how she usually texts me. I waited till 24th and reminded her again. Hey cousin, she just sent me a screenshot of her chat with her bank manager saying a deposit would be made into her account the next morning. And in my mind, I was like, a hello would have been nice. But whatever. I told her if the amount was too much for her at the moment, I totally understood. And she could just send what she could. She asked for my account detail, I sent them, and then silence. And then on December 24th, I messaged her again on January 2nd. She left me undelivered. At that point, I decided I wasn't going to bring it up again until I saw her Instagram story. She had just bought a 2025 Mercedes.
Huh?
Rich! Millionaire! Millionaire!
At that moment, I couldn't hold it anymore. I sent her a message. I'm honestly not happy with the way my last payment is being treated. If anything is the matter, you can just communicate with me. But ghosting me is kind of hurtful. Considering the fact that I prioritize your project over other clients, now I feel like my payment isn't a priority to you. I expected at least an apology or some kind of explanation, something. Instead, she read the entire message, then just sent the money and the receipt.
What?
It's giving. There, take your money. This is actually insane. That was it. I was disappointed. More than anything, I was hurt. So I called my cousin, the one who introduced us, and asked for account numbers so I could send the money back. My cousin just told me to leave it alone, and what baffles me the most, after all that, she still hasn't paid me for the 8 other events that I covered for her after the first 10. Okay, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to know who's the bad person in this situation. Honestly, I would say you even handled the situation really good because you gave the person enough time, you explained your needs, your financial situation, and also being considerate enough to not even remind the person on the day that the person promised, but given the grace of an extra day, being patient. Also, to begin with, the fact that your payments are being spread out this way, well, I mean, you had an agreement and you agreed to that, but also it's a favor that you did to the person. It's not that it's an advantage to you in any way, the way that your payment is being spread out. So the least this person could do is pay you at the time that she promised. I hope you don't get to work with clients like this ever, because honestly, working with people like this is such a headache. Okay, moving on to the next one. I have a friend, no one actually, 2 of them. We were cool and all, and at least that's what I thought. We spoke every day and they became like best friends. It was honestly amazing. Then all of a sudden, I hear that there's a group, a WhatsApp group, with 4 members that mainly just talks about me negatively. Ooh? Okay. The other 2 that weren't exactly my friends and my friends never cautioned them about it or say anything to defend me. They laughed along. I'm not speaking based off I heard she said. I had evidence to make me believe it. And funny enough, one of my friends in the group said he or she was feeling guilty because he or she knows that's not the kind of person I am. So that's why he decided to tell me about what's going on. I cried for days. About this because I used to be a really emotional person. The friend that told me about it kept apologizing on behalf of the others. I ended up forgiving the friend because, as disappointing as it might be, I couldn't just detach myself in one go. The other friend didn't say anything about it and neither did I, because if the friend felt bad, he would have apologized, but nope, nothing. I just stopped talking to the friend because it seemed like I was actually a burden instead of a friend, as I thought or believed I was. Okay, honestly, this is such a sad situation to be in. I can't imagine how you felt. You felt betrayed by people you thought were your friends. No, best friends even. Even though the person doesn't deserve any applaud, but I think we could kind of applaud the friend that kind of came clean and confessed to what was going on. But honestly, just cut them off. Some people are just not your friends. You're the one who thought maybe you're best friends, but they don't even see you as a friend to begin with. So I would say just cut ties with them. Okay, I feel bad. What if it's not that serious? But you know what? I feel like it depends on the context. How negatively were they talking about you? What was it specifically? Because you mentioned that the friend was saying that he knows, is it he or she knows that you're not that type of person? Is it like an accusation kind of situation? Is it that something that was assumed that you did, thereby making them think of you in a certain way? If that's the case, I don't know if I can judge the situation based on this, because maybe it's something that they actually believed you did. What I would recommend is, if that's the situation, maybe you should confront them if you could, or maybe find a way to communicate that what you were being accused of is not true, but it's not like you owe them any explanation. Since they decide to judge and believe what they want to believe about you, as friends, they should at least talk to you first. And the fact that they went behind your back and talking negatively about you, that's really messed up. I recommend you cut them off or try to have an adult, matured conversation about the situation. Hello, it is Future me while editing this video. I would like to share a few reminders that I've accumulated over time while listening to lectures throughout this Ramadan, and I hope it benefits one or two of you guys. The first one is, in this dunya, accomplishments are rewarded, but in the hereafter, efforts are being rewarded in their entirety. For example, if the mosque is very far from your house, with every step you take, you get rewarded for that. Whereas in this dunya, for example, if you studied so hard for a test and you did poorly in the examination, do you get rewarded? No, you get failed. So I feel like this serves as a good motivation for you to keep doing good deeds, because even while struggling, you get rewarded. The second one is the use of the word if in Islam is, I don't know if I can say haram, but it's kind of prohibited. Don't say that. Because, for example, think of it, maybe if a family, a relative, maybe or a loved one got into an accident, don't be like, oh, if only I was there on time, because it's their qadr. It was meant to happen. You can't change that. You saying if only you were there on time is insinuating that if only this, then that couldn't have happened. No, it was written and it was meant to happen and it happened. You can't change that. So avoid using the word if, or should I say if only, in this context. Okay, and then the last one that I find very interesting is a very good way of identifying whether if something is wrong or right Islamically, even though it's very clear, but the tiny ones maybe that you're unable to know whether if it's wrong or right. If Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam were here today, just imagine, would he do that? Would he approve of that? Yeah, so that's your answer. Okay, bye. Okay guys, that will be the end of today's video. I wanted my comeback video to be a bit lengthier than this, but maybe we would make that for next time. Tell me guys if you enjoy this. And also, by the way, none of you guys are the a-holes in this situation. You're all just victims, and I really sympathize with you, and I hope you will be able to move on, forgive, or rectify the situation. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next time. Bye.